Ladies and gentlemen, this is Fighter Get Knocked Out. JoJo Diaz, Floyd Schofield. That fight is canceled. Hurt his right wrist, his right hand was Floyd Schofield Jr. Without me just blabbing, let's get into the reaction. This is breaking news. Let's figure out and find out what happened.
Fight Hype here with
shout out to Fight Hype. Without Fight Hype, we wouldn't even know about this injury. And shout out to Fight Hype for even putting out this interview. Subscribe to them and subscribe to me, because the internet is big enough for all of us to eat.
Floyd Schofield and his father Senior. Obviously, I'm hitting you guys up because
Senior looked like he got a different type of calm over him. Got the trees behind him. Senior looked like he's in his Zen era. That's just what I see.
Saw the news that you just recently put out there. Suffered a hand injury, got to pull out of the fight. Let's just jump right into it. What exactly happened? I mean, obviously, I assume something happened in training while you were preparing.
Well, clearly something happened in training. He hurt his hand, punching too hard
for the fight, right?
Yeah, I was sparring. I don't know if my dad posted the video yet.
Nah, we ain't seen the video. See, I gotta get on Instagram and all these other little social media sites so I can figure it out. So you were sparring, continue. What else was you doing in this sparring?
But I had threw an uppercut, and when I threw the uppercut, you know, I kind of had my hand in the wrong, kind of like the wrong
position.
You know, what do you call it?
Position.
Was it the wrong position, and it kind of just bent backwards. Ooh. And then after, you know, I shook my hand, but I did like 5 more rounds after that. Then I got in the bag. So the doctor told me that it was probably just you added more damage on than you should have. So, and
ooh, so he's trying to rip uppercuts, trying to get creative in sparring camp, and didn't know how to throw it properly. Probably got a little tendon, probably what they call that? A grade 2 wrist sprain. That's what they probably gonna call it, a grade 2 wrist sprain. So I had a couple of them will swell you up. Ligaments, you can feel them, especially my thumb right here with them ligaments. So I'm already knowing, goddamn it, a little bit of pain, but ain't nothing that a true champion can't deal with.
I be trying to kill my sparring partners too sometimes. I know it's not, but I'm preparing for a fight.
That's right.
And I was just throwing out with all power since it was like my last sparring session.
Oh, he said, I'm gonna let this rip. He said, this the last sparring session? I'm gonna let it go. Hold on, what is this, ads? Cars playing? Oh, they be tripping with these ads, ladies and gentlemen. They be talking about, don't even call a human being, just call AI and we're gonna get you right. It was like, what? Yeah, just call AI, we got you. We're gonna get you that bag. Was you as an offender bender, or you even looked and you witnessed the accident? We can get you a $90,000 check if you just come over here and rock with AI. They be wilding. Let's get back to Floyd Schofield then.
Yeah, ended up hurting my hand.
Yeah, he ended up hurting his hand, so he went into sparring, tried to shoot the right uppercut, wasn't in the right position, tweaked it. He said it bent back, and then he was on limp. Y'all remember Scary Movie 2? Grab my little hand, the other one ain't strong enough. And that's what just happened to little old Floyd, and he looked disappointed too. Like, man, I wanted to clean up JoJo Diaz like how I cleaned up Tevin Farmer, knowing both of these dudes fought to a decision, which JoJo Diaz won with a nasty cut, and I ought to clean him up like how I cleaned up bald-headed dude who be looking up, aka Tevin Farmer.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, stuff happens while you're training. I know fighters usually go into fights. I mean, I know everyone says, you know, I'm 100%, but
they ain't never 100%. They always got some nicks and tweaks. Something is always wrong with them. Ain't no fighter going in there just 100%. They just gotta bite down, suck it up, be a true champion, and go out there, get the victory, and then take a rest to do it all over again.
I know you guys go into fights with injuries, things, and this, that, and the other. When the injury happened, did you know right away this is gonna be a problem?
Yo, they're clutching that cocoa water. What is that? Coconut water cannon. That carton, that coconut water carton. Floyd over there drinking it like how what was it? Chris Rock was in Friday. He was over there holding it close to his lips, like this is the best water I'd ever had in a carton before. Water in a cart.
I mean, like you said,
I just seen they got water in a can too. Water in a can, aluminum can.
Went on another 5 rounds, or was it just something where you were like, that hurts a little bit, maybe we should go get it checked out?
I think it was more so when I was sparring. I was like, okay, like how you can get tennis elbow from extending your elbow. I just probably like it was something I just got to put ice on. Then that night and then in the morning, it was swelling up and it was red. And then my dad was like, well, we'll just get it checked out. And when we went to the doctor, they had told me, well, luckily it was no fractures. I didn't break it.
Oh yeah, that's a positive. No breaks, no fractures or nothing. Just a little bit of sprain. Just a little grade 2 sprain. That's what I'm guessing.
But it ended up being a grade 2 sprain. Like
A grade 2 sprain, quick and easy. I done had a couple of them, especially with my ankles. Oh, football done tore my ankles up, ladies and gentlemen. My goddamn ankles are tender to the touch, especially my wrist too, especially this right thumb too. So I'm already knowing how we was feeling. Shit just swell up out of nowhere. You be like, what the hell? Have your hand looking like SpongeBob. Remember SpongeBob was blowing up the balloon, blowing up that hand balloon? That's how my shit was looking one day. Crazy work.
I torn some ligaments in there, whatnot. So
When you talk to the doctor, is it a situation where, he's basically recommending to you, nah, you probably need to pull out of this fight? Or ultimately, is that a decision that you guys have to make yourself?
No, I made the decision.
Like he said, I'm gonna put my head down and I'm gonna send it over to Pops. Pops, you go ahead and take over because we know this was your decision. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Let's get ready to hear Senior talk. So it's time for Floyd Schofield Senior. You already know he gonna mention Shakur. He probably gonna mention Shakir. You know how he be saying it, and with Shakir, he probably gonna mention him, but we're gonna find that out. Let's continue watching.
Decision myself because the doctor told me it's going to take 3 to 6 weeks to heal. And so, everybody, injected this.
We don't want that.
No, but he's a young man growing into his grown man body, and he hits very hard. So I had to make that decision. We're in line for the world title. And
yeah, if we're in line for the world title, why put my son in a compromising position? He's hurt. The doctor's saying 4 to 6 weeks. Our fight is only 2 to 3 weeks away. I'm not going to send you in there compromised. Son, we just going to sit this one down. So looking like made a great decision business-wise to fight and get knocked out. Me looking from the outside in, I'm rocking with Senior. Hold on. Continue, Mr. Senior.
then the contender on the IBF. Do I send him in there with one hand?
No.
Do I think he will beat JoJo still? Yes. But do you risk that damaging that hand where now, it's just too much at risk?
No, it's way too much at risk. And then Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin, gonna turn into the Chicken Wang Joe. Y'all remember Mike Epps did the little Chicken Wang. Then he turned around and started singing. So shout out to Mike Epps with the Chicken Wang. And we don't want Floyd turn into Chicken Wang Schofield. We don't be wanting that, and we don't need that. We need that power puncher, that hard-hitting brute of a young gun, that one that crawls from the abyss and turns into the darkness, that which his opponent fears.
To put him in there with one hand. That, as a businessman, that would be the dumbest thing to do.
It would.
So I have to listen to the doctor. Then I called Michael Miller, my advisor, called Oscar, and everybody like, yo, he's a growing young boy that hits very hard. Sit this one out. And so after everybody told me, then I got to let go of my ego because he wanted to still fight.
yeah, I ain't
Oh no, as a fighter, you're gonna always want to continue to fight. As soon as he said he want to continue to fight, look at young Kid Austin. He's like, you better believe I still want to fight, Pops. I want to clean him up. I got one arm, but man, I tear him up with one arm. This dude can't beat me. This dude can't see me. We all know that I'm way ahead of this dude when it comes to skills. When it comes to IQ, I'm just way better than this dude. You can send me in there with one leg. You can send me in there with one arm. I'm still gonna come out on top.
If I had a bad leg and a bad arm, I would still take you out. I would still take you out. So that's why I say I need to be 50% or better to beat him.
That's Floyd Schofield talking to JoJo Diaz, ladies and gentlemen. Floyd Schofield sitting there talking about, yeah, I got one arm, but all I need is one arm to go clean him up. So dare I say it? I think I will. Ladies and gentlemen, Floyd Schofield is talking to JoJo Diaz like how Eubank Jr. be talking to his opponents.
If I had a bad leg and a bad arm, I would still take you out. I would still take you out. So that's why I say I need to be 50% or better to beat him.
That's Floyd Schofield playing no game. That's all I need to be. I got one arm. Yeah, my right hand has hurt some ligament problems, but hey, I got another arm. Thankfully, the Lord blessed me with two. That's Floyd Schofield. As soon as he said he can continue to fight, Floyd glowed up and started cheesing. Let's continue listening to the young brute of a gladiator.
ain't gonna lie, yesterday I was telling my dad, I still got my left hand. My dad was like, you cannot be thinking like that.
Right.
He said, Pops, don't even worry about the right hand. Man, I'm ambidextrous. I cook with either hand. I go clean them up with my left hand. Bet not do it. I go clean them up with my left hand. And then Pops was like, looked at him. Pops probably looked at him like, Floyd, you can't be thinking like that. You need to be smarter if you want to go out there and beat Shakur. You got to be smarter than this. That's what Pops probably told him. Let's rewind it.
Dad was like, you cannot be thinking like that. Like,
Right, you gotta think business. So what? We giving up a mid six-figure check.
Well, what's that? A mid six-figure check? That ain't nothing to us. And most people be like, oh, that's just so much money. You're just leaving for the people and just leaving. And it's like, you know what? My son's health is way more important just than some fiat paper. That's what we talking about. The sport is much bigger than money.
I mean, anybody would be like, damn, you're giving away a lot of money. But my son is more valuable than money. So I gotta listen to his doctors.
That's right. Son is more valuable, because once my son, if something really bad happened to him, it ain't no coming back from that. But the money, that ain't going nowhere. We can always make that. The money gonna be here. All I gotta do is go out and put my name on it. But my son, my young precious one, only get one of him. So I'm gonna look after him and take care of him. So that's my main objective, is to love and take care of my boy. That's Floyd Schofield Sr. Let's continue this.
Honestly, I tried the new bearskin hoodie and here.
Oh, the bearskin hoodie. Oh, that shit look warm. Too bad we over here in the heated tropical weather.
2 advices from 2 doctors, MRIs, everything else, and both of them like, yo, he have a tear. You got
Right, he got a grade 2 wrist sprain. Ligaments is over there towed up from the flow up. I'm not gonna send him in there compromised.
you take him out of this fight. So
Yeah.
that's what's happening. So fans gonna say what they want. It's on them. I put all the proof out there. I can't do nothing. I feel God protected JoJo.
What the Lord got to do with anything? Now all of a sudden the Lord over there just came from heaven, opened up the gates of heaven, opened up the clouds, stuck his hand through the firmament and said, you know what? Pointed at Schofield and said, I'm gonna have to hurt your wrist because I can't see you harm JoJo Diaz. That's my chosen one. That's my child. I can't have you hurting Joseph JoJo Diaz. That's what the Lord is telling Floyd. This is madness. He over there had a dream that the Lord had to hurt his son to save JoJo Diaz. Talk about a sacrifice. He's like the new age Abraham.
Fans gonna say what they want. It's on them. I put all the proof out there. I can't do nothing. I feel God protected JoJo. I swear to goodness, JoJo is really spiritual, and I think God intervened and allowed JoJo to have a safe passage onto his next fight. That's what I think. Cause kid been in so many fights and never.
That's some wild work, ladies and gentlemen. My son got hurt. My son don't never get hurt. God intervened. God hurt your hand so you don't hurt JoJo Diaz. It makes perfect sense to me because, son, the way you hit and the power you got is like you got more power than Hercules. And the Lord didn't want JoJo Diaz to go through that fire. So yeah, the Lord had to intervene. The Lord seen what my son was doing in training camp because the Lord sees all. The Lord sees everything. And he seen what my son was going to do. And the Lord see the future. So he said, you know what? I can't put JoJo through that. After all the adversity that JoJo goes through his life, and he came back to me as the father. This is the Lord speaking. And he came back to me, so I can't allow no mortal man to hurt my son. That's the Lord protecting JoJo. Let's rewind it so I can shut up. I be reading the comments. He talked too much. That's what I'm supposed to do. And I should keep talking. I got a lot to say, and I got to let off this shit off my chest. Let's get back to it.
On to his next fight. That's what I think. Cause kid been in so many fights and never tore nothing in his wrist ever.
I work out my hands too.
This is hilarious. And I was working on my hands too, Daddy. Yeah, see, I don't know how my wrist and my hand and everything got hurt. And that uppercut was just, that had to be the Lord, because I'll be working out my hands. I'll be doing my little everything with the hands. I'll be working out each individual finger too, Father. So yeah, I don't get it. It had to be God, Dad.
Right.
Sitting my rice.
JoJo to have a safe passage onto his next fight. That I listen to his doctors. I got 2 advices from 2 doctors, MRIs, everything else. And both of them like, yo, he have a tear. You take him out of this fight. So
Yeah.
that's what's happening. So fans gonna say what they want. It's on them. I put all the proof out there. I can't do nothing. I feel God protected JoJo. I swear to goodness, JoJo is really spiritual, and I think God intervened and allowed JoJo to have a safe passage onto his next fight. That's what I think. Cause kid been in so many fights and never tore nothing in his wrist ever.
I work out my hands too.
Oh, that shit gets me. I work out my hands too, so I shouldn't be getting hurt like this. It's God.
Right.
Sitting my rice.
So I say for that to be that much of a freak accident, God just helped JoJo. And that's because I'm on this.
Floyd is batshit crazy for even popping that up in his head, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, if it made sense to the man, who am I to say? Because you got to remember, our thoughts don't really come from us anyway. So those thoughts was implanted in Senior's head from a spiritual source, because he got himself open. Spiritual beings, they usually have themselves open because they're thinking that they're free, but they're really possessed and they don't really know these things. So well, let's let them continue. Very interesting.
Spiritual basis. Everybody else could say what they want, but
that's me. I'm one of them persons who say what they want right now. So don't even pay attention to me, Senior. But strange activity.
JoJo got a free pass. He's gonna have a great fight against somebody else, and I hope we can fight him in February. But I think they got us fighting for a title in February. But
hey, look, and then just sprinkle that on top. So this fight, if he want to get it with us in February, but I'm not too sure because we might be booked and busy, because I believe he gonna have a title shot right after that. So we just gonna skip you, and then we just gonna get to the title. So yeah, so that's your loss, JoJo. That's your loss. So I believe we got a title shot coming up next.
I don't know.
Have you? I mean, you mentioned you talked to Oscar and
he said, I'll let Oscar De La Hoya know and everything. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all can go finish this for yourself. This shit is hilarious. You got to rock with the Schofields. Ass is hilarious. My main man said, yeah, and I've been working out my wrist too, and I've been working, and I don't know what happened. Got to be God. But yeah, y'all can go watch the full video at Fight Hype. Shout out to Fight Hype. We're going to continue, and we're going to keep moving along. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and we're going to get it popping, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to hold it down. Hopefully they let her out soon. Have a good one.